Your operations are the heartbeat to your business. I created this podcast to help you balance your childlike innovation with parent-like efficiency. Welcome to Daily Ops Boost. Team, let's talk meetings and stuff real quick. This is going to be a relatively short one. I want to keep it brief, concise, because my last few episodes have been a little bit more lengthy. Okay. I got the question the other day from a client that has a pretty good sized team. Agency owner has a pretty good sized team in the e-com space, and he asked me, how many stand-ups do you recommend per week? Which is a really great question, of like how many stand-ups do we recommend per week, of like meetings and check-ins, things like that. Okay. So we do most of our stand-ups on Mondays. So we have a leadership stand-up as one of them. We have a creative team stand-up. And basically it's just like kind of split out by department, right? So that's kind of the idea of like stand-ups and we don't have like a ton of departments fully flushed with our consultancy. But if you were to like break it down from like an agency standpoint, it's like, hey, like, what are we doing on the marketing and lead gen side? Probably a stand-up around the people that are pushing that forward, specifically on sales. Sales is the one department we actually do daily stand-ups because it's such a high performance department that we have to do it daily. And we have to check KPIs daily. We have to push that team forward daily, because if we're not pushing that sales team forward daily, it is really hard to get traction and keep traction, right? And it's like daily activities must be done in sales. Otherwise, like everything from follow-ups to, how many sets you guys are getting, to closing calls, all of that, we need to track that regularly, and we need to go extremely hard on sales. So that's why we do a daily sales stand-up. That's the only department we do daily on. We do a weekly fulfillment stand-up as well, okay? And if you're running an agency that has multiple departments, you might have to do multiple stand-ups. But here's the thing is, like, if you got managers that are overlooking those, they run the stand-ups. You don't have to attend every single stand-up as a founder or as a CEO. We should kind of delegate some of the stand-up meeting responsibilities to other people, because otherwise you're gonna be wasting a lot of time and effort on daily stand-ups. Okay, so we do it per department. Okay, so fulfillment, financial. So depending on the size of the business, sometimes you need a standalone financial meeting every week. But a lot of times that can be rolled into our leadership. With the size of our business currently, we just roll that into our leadership meeting as well. And then human resources, once again, we roll that into our leadership stand-up. That is not something that we specifically need one, because, like, I don't know, we just don't hire a ton of people currently. It's like maybe we're hiring someone once every 2 or 3 months. Whereas in, some of these like really fast scaling agencies, they're hiring people on a weekly basis. If you're hiring people on a weekly basis, you should probably have a weekly stand-up specifically on HR, or at least a monthly. Okay. So break it down by department. That's normally the amount of stand-ups that you need to have. Okay. So one piece. Okay. Second piece, if you have a sales team and you're trying to build a high level sales team and a high performance sales team, daily stand-ups for the sales team, mandatory. I refuse to do anything less than that. Okay. And then daily check-ins and end of day reports for every position within the company. So we do a daily check-in, checking things like energy, how, like, how's the morning running so far? Is there anything you need help with today? What are you working on today? And what did you accomplish yesterday? That's kind of like what the daily check-ins will look like for us. And then end of day report, very specific to the position itself. So like for sales, for example, like our end of day report is like some admin work. There are KPIs that they have to track, right? They have to fill out their KPI tracker. They have to give reports specifically on their discovery calls or sales calls, right? So it goes really in depth there. So end of day reports are very specific to the department, right? So, and that's how we kind of keep in touch and keep pulse on each department on a daily basis, is like beginning end of day reports. And then we have managers that will manage those pieces. And then as far as stand-ups go, normally beginning of the week, Mondays is when we kind of like load the first half of the day, just stand-ups, okay, back to back. And then from there, it's like back half of the week, there's really no internal meetings that are necessary. So, and then, monthly we'll do like a all team, we call it a monthly 60. It's an hour meeting full team. Everyone comes in, we get lined on objectives and making sure we have like our OKRs, or we call them impact items internally, our OKRs kind of set up, ready to roll for the month. So those are kind of the meeting structures that we have in place currently. Consistency is really the key there in making sure that you continue to edit your meeting structure and pull things out that are unnecessary, bring things in that are necessary, and then also the people that are inside of your meetings. Also very important. Like if people aren't contributing to the meeting, they do not need to be there, right? So as a founder, and this is what we often see, is like founders will go to a meeting, they don't contribute. Like the team is running it, just take yourself out of that meeting. You don't need to be there, okay? You're probably holding that department back as it is. So that's what we do on meetings and stuff, okay? Title of it, meetings and stuff, right? So if you guys have questions on meetings, you can shoot me a DM or something. I might answer it. I don't know. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yo, thank you so much for listening in to Daily Ops Boost. We really appreciate your attention. If you're enjoying the shorter form content, you're gonna absolutely love the long form content that we post over on YouTube. We do a live stream every single week, 7 p.m. Central Time. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. It's called Agency Therapy. We'll see you over there.